This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 23, the straight lines. Exercise is 23.13. The first question is, there are certain parts. Find the angles between each of the following pairs of straight lines. So what we have to do in all the questions which are here, so we have to find out the slope, tan theta, m. So first slope and second slope, that is two lines, and then we have to find out the angle between them. So we know the formula that we have learned in the trigonometry, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, tan theta 1 minus tan theta 2, right? Tan theta minus theta 1 minus theta 2, then theta plus theta 1 plus theta 2, if you remember. Now if you use a modulus means it can be plus, it can be minus. So the angle we don't know, and we will go with, we don't know the line also. This line can be like this, it can be like this, it can be in any quadrant, it can intersect in another way, and we are mostly interested in the acute angle, that is the internal angle between them. So this is the internal angle we will be talking about, and whenever it is not there, I'm going to tell you. First question, I'm going to do it for you, and others, the important questions we are going to take care. So what is this m of slope of 3x plus y plus 12 equals 0? So we write it as y equals mx plus c. So y equals minus 3x minus 12. So this m is minus 3. If you take it as m1 is minus 3. Take the another equation, that is x plus 2y minus 1 equals 0. Y equals mx plus c form, so 2y equals minus x plus 1. So what will be y? Y will be just divided by 2. Minus x by 2 plus 1 by 2. So this is your m2. So this is m2. So m1 and m2 we got. These are the slopes of these two lines. Now I'll put this in this equation or in this formula. So m1 is minus 3. m2 is minus half. And 1 plus minus 3 into minus half. So do you get this? This goes plus. So this is minus 3 plus half. So you have half minus 3 actually. And this minus plus 1 plus 3 by 2. And if you solve this, this will be 1 minus half minus 3, that is 1 minus 6 by 2. And here we have 2 plus 3. So 5 by 2. So you get minus 5 by 2 and 5 by 2, minus 5 by 2 and 5 by 2. So it gets cancelled, you get minus 1. And this minus 1, as I said, we are interested in the acute angle. So minus 1 means plus 1 we have to do. And now tan theta equals 1. See, mod x means it will be negative if x is less than 0. It will be positive if x is greater than 0. So we have this tan theta equals 1. So theta will be pi by 4. It will be 45 degree. So this is how we can do this. Acute angle between the lines is 45 degree. We are not talking about the obtuse angle. It will be tan theta minus 1. So that will be 135 degree. Now second part, same thing you are going to do. m1, m2 you have to find out and put it in the formula. You will get theta as tan inverse 4 by 3. Tan theta will come as 4 by 3 here. And we don't know the value of 4 by 3. So we'll just write theta as tan inverse 4 by 3. Same thing here, m1, m2 you have to find out, minus 3 by 4, 4 by 3. But here if you see, m1, m2 is minus 1. And we know the scenario. If m1 equals m2 lines are parallel, if m1, m2 equal minus 1, that means the lines are perpendicular to each other. It's clear that minus 3 by 4 and 4 by 3, if you multiply them, you are going to get minus 1. So m1, m2, if it is minus 1, we have learned it already that these lines are perpendicular. So no tan theta you need to find because it's already given, it's already 90 degree. So this also you can do. This is m 1 by 4, this is m 6. Put it here, you will get 23 by 10. Theta will be tan inverse 23 by 10. This is the acute angle between these lines. And now the fifth one. And the only thing here is we just need to rearrange. There is the thing which we just saw in the previous question, that only you have to do. So this is y equals mx plus c form. First we have to write this so that we can get the m from here. So we have this, just divide both sides here also, divide both sides by m square minus mn. Let me just write it as y equals, I am dividing both sides by m square minus mn. So y equals mn plus n square by m square minus mn plus n cube by m square minus mn. Now here this x, this is the m, this is the slope, this is the tan theta of this line. So I am writing m1 as mn plus n square by m square minus mn. Now similarly here also, this one also m2. So we need to divide this. So this is mn minus n square by mn plus m square. Directly I am writing. So this is m2 is mn minus n square by mn plus m square. And this is m1 minus m2, tan theta we need to find out, by 1 plus m1 m2. So mn plus n square by m square minus mn and multiplied by mn n square by mn plus m square. So what do you get? So I'm going to tell you here only. So multiply these two. So this two will come and cross multiply, means taking LCM actually. I'm multiplying m square minus mn and mn minus n square. These two multiplication I did. And in the denominator you will get this m square minus mn and mn plus m square. Here also if you see this in the denominator, because this is 1 plus. So this m square minus mn and mn plus m square. So let us say that this is p by q, this is k by l. So 1 plus p by q into k by l. What are you going to get? ql plus pk by ql. And this ql is, I'm saying, this is m square plus m square minus mn. This is minus mn. And this mn plus n square, and here you get plus mn plus n square, mn minus n square. The first one is m square minus mn, okay? I hope you understand this. There is a plus minus correction. Denominator you have this m square minus mn and mn plus m square. These two gets cancelled. So you have mn plus n square into mn minus n square. Denominator also you saw this. So in the denominator you have m square minus mn and mn plus n square. Mn plus n square. And then we have this second part is mn plus n square into mn minus n square. So let's okay. Now this directly I am going to tell you right now, right? This stage we have already reached. So you need to understand what we are going to get. And these two are here, multiplication denominator has gone up. So this is now what we have already got. So mn in m square n square, and then n square mn is mn square, n square m square is n square m square. Now minus sign will change. M square is m cube n. mn is m square n square. Minus minus plus. N square and m square is minus goes plus. So plus n square n square. N square mn is mn cube. Okay, mn cube. So this is the numerator. Denominator also we are going to do this. M square, okay, m square and mn. Denominator you will be able to do it. M square mn is m cube n. M square is m4. Minus mn and mn is minus m square n square. Minus mn and m square is minus m square n. m cube n. Then mn is m square n square. Sign will not change. Same thing with change sign. Same thing with change sign. Now if you see in the numerator, m cube n and m cube n gets cancelled. Okay? And mn cube and mn cube also gets cancelled. This gets cancelled, and mn cube and mn cube also gets cancelled. And m square n square are 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. So you can write 4m square n square. This is 4 times m square n square. So 4m square n square are there. In the denominator, m cube n cancel it. M square cancel. This also gets cancelled. And m cube n, all they have similar negative plus sign. So cancel everything. Only if you see m4 and n4 will remain. So 4m square n square by m4 minus n4. Okay. This is question number 2. Find the acute angle between the lines 2x minus y plus 3 equals 0, x plus y plus 2 equals 0. So m of this line is 2, m1, n2 is minus 1, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1, m2, that is 3 is going to come. Tan inverse theta is tan inverse 3. Now third is, prove that there are 4 points, are the coordinates of the vertices of a parallelogram and find the angle between its diagonal. So these 4 points are the vertices of a parallelogram, and angle between the diagonals also you have to find out. So let me show you the figure. So these are 4 points. These are 4 points. A, B, C, D, we have marked it. So we have to prove that it is parallelogram, and these are the diagonals. So there is an angle between them. So first thing is, so this is slope, these floor slopes are there. Now if you take the opposite side, and if you can show that the opposite side slopes are equal, that is lines are parallel, opposite lines are parallels, and if they are parallel, that simply means that if they are parallel, that means these are parallel, this is a parallelogram. Slope, how are you going to find out? You know the points, so y2 minus y1 by y, x2 minus x1. So you have to do it for each line. So AB slope. So you have 2 minus 1 and 0, 2 and 0, 2. So this is 3 by 2. Now coming to BC. So y2 minus 1, 3 minus 2 by 2 minus 0. So half it is. Now CD. 0 minus 3 by 4 minus 2. So 3 by 2. Now DA. This AD or DA. Minus 1 minus 0 and 2 minus 4. So this becomes minus 1 by minus 2, that is 1 by 2. So you have 4 lines and 4 slopes. So if you see, slopes are equal of pairs which are opposite to each other. BC and DA and AB and CD, they are having equal slopes. So this is a parallelogram, hence proved. Now coming to the angle. So we have to find out the slope, this, and then this angle. So we have to find out the slope of these 2 lines, and this also we can find out. We have a parallelogram. Now we have the endpoints of these 2 diagonals also. Okay, so this is 2 minus 1, say this is 0, 2, and you have 2, 3 and 4, 0. So 2 minus 1 and 2, 3, we know the slope. So this 3 minus 1 and 2 minus 2. So this is the slope. So this is going to be infinite. That means this line is perpendicular to the x-axis. Tan theta, tan 90 is 0. Tan 90 is infinity. What about this slope? This slope is 2 minus 0 by 0 minus 4. Or 0 minus 2 by 4 minus 0. This is slope. So the slope will be half. Okay. Now remember, the first slope has come as infinite, 90 degree. And the second slope, I am just writing it here. It has come minus 2 by 4, that is minus half. So minus half, and the slope of this one is 4 by 0. Now, since it's infinite, I'll tell you how the triangle will be formed and how we are going to find out the angle between them. So we have two diagonals. Now I'm not writing all these, I'm just making the diagonals. This is the one diagonal and this is the another diagonal. I'm just making the diagonals, okay? Now this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. We just saw m1 is infinite. So theta has to be 90 degree. Tan theta is infinity. So theta has to be 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. The next one is m2. What is the slope of this m2? This is half. So we have tan theta equals minus half. Theta is tan inverse minus half. So theta is always from the positive direction of x-axis. So this theta is, we are talking about tan inverse half minus half. Remember, positive direction of x-axis. So this is theta. Theta is tan inverse minus half. And this is a diagonal. This is diagonal 1, this is diagonal 2. So this is the angle between them. So we are actually interested in this angle. So there is a line here, there is a line here. This is the angle we are interested in. This is the angle we are talking about. Okay. So this whole angle is tan inverse minus half. What will be this angle? 180 minus pi. That is pi minus, this is a linear angle, 180 degrees. So pi minus tan inverse minus half. So what about this angle? We know this is 90 degree. So when you add these two, that is theta and pi minus tan inverse minus half, it will be 90 degree. So if theta 1, theta 2, I assume it to be theta 1, theta 2 is 90 degree. So in order to find out theta 1, you have to subtract the 90 minus theta 2. So this is 90 minus theta 2. So pi by 2 minus this pi by 2 minus pi minus tan inverse minus half. Okay. So now pi by 2 minus pi is what? Minus pi by 2. 90 minus 180 is minus 90. So pi by 2 minus pi and tan inverse minus half. This is minus half, minus pi by 2 as I said. And how about this tan inverse minus half? Minus comes out because tan inverse minus theta is minus tan inverse theta. So you can write it as minus tan inverse half. Okay. So this is the answer. This is your real answer. So it's minus pi by 2 minus tan inverse half. So just add a minus also here. This is question number 4. Find the angle between the line joining the points 2, 0, 0, 3 and the line x plus y equals 1. So it is straightforward. So we have slope and the other slope also. So let me just make it. There's a line. The endpoints are 2, 0 and 0, 3. And the slope is 3 minus 0 by 0 minus 2. 3 minus 0 by 0 minus 2. This is the slope. And this is minus 3 by 2. 3 by 2, that is minus 3 by 2. The slope is known. Now what is the other line? X plus y equals 1. So y equals minus x plus 1. So this m here is, m is minus 1. Slope is minus 1. So m2 is minus 1. m1 is minus 3 by 2. So we have m1, m2 and we can find out the theta. We have already known how to do this. m1, m2 put these two values and it will be 1 by 5. Theta will be tan inverse of 1 by 5. So this is the acute angle between them. Question number 5. If theta is the angle which the straight line joining the points x1, y1, x2, y2 subtends at the origin, prove that tan theta equals this one, x2 minus x2 y1 minus x1 y2 by x1 x2 plus y1 y2. Cos theta is also known. So there are 2 points. So when we join it, it's a subtending angle theta. So this tan theta and cos theta we have to find out. For that, see here. This is the origin 0, 0. It's origin. So what is the slope here? This is y2 minus y1, that is y2 minus 0 by x2 minus 0, x2 minus x1 and x1 y1. x1 y1 is 0. So y2 by x2 it is. Slope of OB. Slope of OB. Let us say it is m2. Similarly OA y1 minus 0 by x1 minus 0. So the slope is y1 by x1. This is m1. Now tan theta is what? Tan theta is m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So tan theta will be m1 y1 by x1 minus y2 by x2 by 1 plus y1 by x1 into y2 by x2. This is plus, okay, in the denominator. I am going to change it. Then this is y1 x2 and y2 x1. Here x1 x2 and then you have x1 x2. In the denominator you have x1 x2 plus y1 y2 divided by x1 x2. So the x1 x2 gets cancelled. This will be, you can write it here also. So you get x1 x2 y1 minus x1 y2 divided by x1 x2 plus y1 y2. So this is tan theta, and tan theta we have found out. Now what will be the cos theta? There is a relation. You know that cos square theta, see, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. You divide both sides by cos square theta. You will get 1 plus tan square theta equals this 1 by this cos square theta sin square theta. So 1 by sin square cos square, sin by cos, cos by sin, cos by cos equals 1. So from that, if you assume it's going to come as cos theta equals 1 by 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, this relationship we have already done in the trigonometry also. So 1 plus tan square theta, even if you say take tan square theta as sin square theta by cos square theta, this is sin square theta by cos square theta, so denominator cos square theta plus sin square theta, cos square theta will go up, cos square theta sin square theta is 1, so under root cos square theta will be cos theta. So same way, you can do another way, right? So this you have to either remember or you can use the triangle method. Tan theta is perpendicular by base, like this. Cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. This also you can do. So we'll do this way, 1 by 1 plus tan square theta. So other way is also there, okay? This is not the only way. So I am writing this tan square theta. So x1 y1 minus x2 y1 minus x1 y2. This is whole square. x1 x2 plus y1 y2 in the denominator. Now this is square. So let me, if I say 1 by 1 plus say some p by q whole square, what are you going to get? You are going to get q square plus p square. This q square goes up. So it's q by under root q square plus p square. Okay, that is exactly what I am going to write here. Q will go up, q will go up. So this q will be x1 x2 plus y1 y2 divided by, the denominator what are you going to get? x1 x2 plus y1 y2, x1 x2 plus y1 y2 whole square, and plus x2 y1 minus x1 y2 whole square. So this is in under root. This is under root. So let us open this. This is x1 square x2 square plus y1 square y2 square plus 2x1 x2 y1 y2. Okay, then here you get x2 whole square y1 whole square plus x1 whole square y2 whole square minus 2x1 x2 y1 y2. This gets cancelled. Okay, now we can take common. So this is x1 square. So take x1 square common from here. You get x2 square plus y2 square. Plus from here you take y1 square common. Y1 square. So you get x1 square plus x2 square plus y2 square. Now take x2 square y2 square common from these two. So x2 square y2 square we have taken outside. x1 square y1 square will be there. And since this was in under root, so what is the final answer? x1 x2 plus y1 y2, and in the denominator we got under root, you can separate them also. x1 square plus y1 square, and here you have x2 square plus y2 square. This is. Now, this is question number 6. Prove that the straight lines a plus bx plus a minus by equals to ab, and a minus bx plus a plus by equals to ab and x plus y equals 0 forms an isosceles triangle whose vertical angle is 2 tan inverse a by b. So we have a triangle, and this triangle, if you see, two sides, we have to prove that they are equal. Then it is a isosceles triangle, and there is a vertical angle here also. This vertical angle, if you say these two are equal, they are isosceles triangle, and two angles opposite to these equal sides will be equal also. So these two angles will be equal, and these two sides will be equal, right? So that's what we are going to do. First, we will try to find out, first thing is that first we have to find out the slope. First slope is m1, second slope is m2, third is n3. Let us assume that. So first line, let me show you. First, second, third, I am going to find out the theta 1, the m1. So theta 1 is between 1 and 2. Theta is between 2 and 3. Theta 3 is between 1 and 3. So all angles we are going to find out. And you will see two angles will be equal. Tan theta 1, tan theta 2, tan theta 3. And you will see two angles will be equal. And when two angles are equal, we can easily prove that the third angle is not equal. So two angles are equal. That means this is an isosceles triangle. So the third angle will be what? If you have two angles equal, the third angle will be automatically the third angle, which is where theta 1 here. So this is theta 1, this is theta 2, this is theta 3. Okay, one by one. So we are saying the first and second means between 1 and 2, we are saying it is theta 1. So in between these two is theta 1. And theta 2 is between 2 and 3. And theta 3 is between 1 and 3rd. First and third. Theta 3. So as you can see also, the sides are almost looking similar. We can easily see that these two are the sides which are equal. So we'll take the m. So here let me tell you the m also first. First the slope. So a plus bx plus a minus by equals to ab. So a minus b, a minus by, so I am taking y on the left hand side, other on the right hand side, minus a plus bx plus 2ab. Now divide both sides by a minus b. So what do you get? Minus a plus b by a minus b x plus 2ab. 2ab by a minus b. So what is this? This is the slope. This is your slope. m1 is here. If you do it for the second one also, and the slope will be minus a minus b by a plus b. This one. The slope of the third one is quite clear. Y equals minus x, because x plus y equals 0. Slope is minus 1. So three slopes we have found out. Minus a minus b, a plus b, the m2. Now tan theta will be what? Tan theta will be m1 m2 we already have. So tan theta will be m1 minus m2 by 1 by m1 plus m2. So I am putting it here, and you will find it out that this will be 2ab by a square minus b squared. This will be here. So it will be 2 tan inverse a by b, because 2ab tan this you can always write 2ab a square minus b in terms of 2 tan 2 theta. That is kind of thing. So you need to know that formula also. So tan theta 1 is minus a plus b by a minus b, or this is m1. m1 I am writing this one. Now m2 is what? Minus a minus b by a plus b. So to make it plus, and then divided by 1 plus m1 m2, 1 plus this. These both are negative, so it will be positive. So a plus b by a minus b into a minus b by a plus b. Okay. Now this will get cancelled because you can see the reciprocals are there. In the denominator you are going to get 2 because 1 plus the other thing is going to be cancelled. Let me tell you again, this minus a plus b by a minus b, a plus a minus b by a plus b, in the denominator a plus b cancels, a minus b cancels. So this, let me take the numerator first. Numerator, I am taking the second part first, just for convenience. A minus b by a plus b minus a plus b by a minus b. So this a minus b whole square minus a plus b whole square. And this is divided by a square minus b square. A square plus b square minus 2ab and minus a square plus b square plus 2ab and divided by a square minus b square. So a square plus b square minus 2ab minus a square minus b square minus 2ab. So in the numerator minus 4ab is going to come. In the denominator you have this a. Now in the denominator only this 2 will come. So 2, and you already have a square minus b square in the denominator. Denominator was a square minus b squared. So this 2 gets cancelled, minus 2ab by a square minus b square. And since we always use the mod, we are interested in the acute angle, we will take the positive one. Tan inverse 2ab by a square minus b square. Now this is equal to 2 tan inverse a by b. Okay, this we have already know by trigonometry, right? I am not going to go back to that one. It's just you to recall that again. Now tan theta 3 will find out, tan theta 2 will find out. Theta 2, m1, m2 minus m3 now here. So we already know m2 and m3. m3 is 1, m2 is minus a plus b by a plus b. So theta 2 will come as tan inverse b by a and theta 3 will come as tan inverse b by a. Okay. So theta 2, theta 3 you got. We already were presuming that these two sides are equal and they have equal sides opposite on the opposite side. This is how you get. As I said again, this is a trigonometry result. So this is 2 at tan inverse a by b. Answer is 2 tan inverse a by b. Don't write this, please don't write this tan inverse 2ab by a square minus b only. This is not the answer. It has to be 2 at tan inverse a by b because this has to be proved. In the question it is given, isosceles triangle whose vertical angle is 2 tan inverse a by b. Okay. I hope this is quite clear to you. Okay. Remember, this 2ab a square minus b square, this is 2 tan inverse a by b. Again and again I am telling, because sometimes what you will do, you will come to theta tan inverse 2ab by a square minus b square and you will understand, oh, I have done a mistake because this is not coming. 2 tan inverse a by b is not coming, and let me tell you that tan inverse 2ab by a square minus b square is always 2 tan inverse a by b. You can always write that. Okay, you need to know the tan 2 theta formula, and that is going to be applied here. So I am trying to tell you all these things, but trigonometry you have to go back and we can find it out. I hope that you will be able to do this. Okay. Okay. So let us now, as I conclude this, let me go to the next question. Okay. The only catch is, again, this is an important question that I am again and again telling. There is a catch here. 2 tan inverse a by b is what you are going to write. Question number 7 is, find the angle between the lines x equals a and by plus c equals 0. And if you see this x equals a, that means it's x equals to a means a line which is parallel to y-axis. A line which is parallel to y-axis. And we have here, because it's x equal a, whenever we have only x term, y is not there, y is 0. So we are talking about a point on x-axis. a line parallel to y-axis. And y is again a constant, minus c by b. That means minus c by b, and this line is parallel to x-axis because there is no x term here. X is 0 here. X is only 0 when it is at y. So it's parallel to x-axis. Now when a line parallel to x and y-axis intersect, it will be 90 degree because these are one type of coordinates only, coordinate axis only. So this is going to be, you can find it out using M1 and M2 also. If you want to find out, you can use M1 and M2, same thing will come. 8th question is, find the tangent of the angle between the lines which have intercept 3, 4 and 1, 8 on the axis respectively. So 3, 4 for the first equation, 1, 8 is for the second equation. This 3, 4 is A and B, x and y intercept A and B. 1 and 8 is A and B for the second line. So first line, as I said, intercept. So first line is A is given as, let me tell you the intercept. If there is a line, this is A and this is B, x and y. We represent it using this. So A is here 3, B is 4. Second equation, A is 1 and B is 8. A is 1, B is 8. So what is the line here? X by 3 plus y by 4 equals 1. And second equation will be x by 1 plus y by 8 equals 1. What do you get? M here. So y equals mx plus c form you can write. Y by 4 equals minus x by 3 plus 1. And multiply by 4, you get y equals minus 4 by 3 x plus 1. Here you get y by 8 equals minus x plus 1. Y equals minus 8x plus 1. So slope here is minus 4 by 3 m1. And here slope is minus 8. So m1, m2 is there. You can just find it out. m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1, m2. Okay, we have done this type of question already. And always take the positive sign. 4 by 7 will come. Tan theta is 4 by 7. Theta is going to be tan inverse 4 by 3. Question number 9. A line passing through the point A to A in minus 2, 3 is perpendicular to the line 4x plus 3y plus 5 equals 0. Find the value of A. Here, we have a line here, this line, and this is A to A is one side, one point, and minus 2, 3 is another point. So a line passing through the point this is perpendicular to a line. What is this line? 4x plus 3y plus 5 equals 0. This is perpendicular. So the slope, take the slope of first one, take the slope of another one, multiply them, it will be equal to minus 1. What is the slope of here? 3 minus 2a by minus 2 by minus 2 minus a multiplied by, what is the slope of this line? So this will be equal to minus 1. So slope will be, let me write it as y equals mx plus c. 3y equals minus 4x minus 5. Y will be minus 4x by 3 minus 5. So minus 4 by 3 minus 4 by 3 and multiply here, and a will be 18 by 5, the value of a. This is question number 10. Show that the line a square x plus ay plus 1 equals 0 is perpendicular to the line x minus ay equals 1 for all non-zero real values of a. So these two are perpendicular. So we'll find out the slope and multiply. Let us see if they are minus 1 or not. So ay equals minus a square x minus 1 here. Y equals minus a square x by a minus 1 by a. So a cancels. You can write minus a square by a also. You can write minus a also. Minus a. Now one is minus a. And a square minus a square by a is a only. And here ay equals x minus 1. So y equals x by a minus 1 by a. So here slope is 1 by a. Slope is 1 by a. Now you multiply these two, m1, m2, m2. What do you get? Minus a into 1 by a is minus 1. Is minus 1. M1, M2 is minus 1. And this is what we wanted. So these two lines are perpendicular to each other. And for all non-zero real values of a, if you see, a is cancelling here. It's already cancelling here. It's actually not depending on it. You can say like that. So it will be always minus 1 perpendicular. So this is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.